What's up guys, DJ Darkbeat here, bringing you another blaster review video. Today we are going to be sticking with the N series, but we are going small.
Why is it so small?
We are going to the smallest and cheapest blaster of the line. That's right, they made a little guy, and it was only $5.
You serious?
This is something that Hasbro and Nerf does not do. I will say the pricing on the N series is been pretty okay. They have not tried to break the bank with the N series thus far, which is appreciated, Hasbro. Thank you. But today we're going to be talking about a little blaster that looks really, really cool, and I think it has some potential because it looks like it's got a really big plunger tube. And I guess this is the N series Jolt, but it is a little bit bigger. I think you know what I'm talking about, but today we're going to be talking about the Nerf N series Ward. Yeah, that's right. A $5 little Jolt-esque, Night Finder-esque kind of blaster. Yeah, it's more like a Night Finder kind of deal. It's got your pullback prime here, and it's a 2-dart smart AR, which is pretty cool. Other than that, it doesn't say much, so let's take this out right now. We don't have to do a crazy unboxing. Let's just, there we go. And man, this thing is freaking light. I will say that, really light. It's got a kind of tapered grip here. So the grip is actually pretty comfortable. It's a little small, but hand fits. Again, this is a 8 and up kind of range, so these are supposed to be a little bit smaller. Prime, quite easy and not bad. All right, we have our N1 darts here, and it's got our little nipples on the back, and you can actually hear. So there is no more dart posts in the blasters. That's why they have this in the back. So when you push it in, you can actually hear it click. The safety mechanism. Ooh, that wasn't bad at all. That wasn't too terrible. That is definitely hitting harder than the pinpoint. I will say that. I need to fire 2 more. That was actually pretty damn good. I think we just found a winner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, comfortable little blaster, not much to it. It's got a little end strike rail on top, so you can put an attachment. 2-dart smart AR. It's got a big pullback prime, and the grip is pretty comfortable with a little snappy trigger, so not bad. All right, not much more to say about it, but let's take it to the chronograph and let's see what this little baby can do. All right, stick with me, guys. Okay, guys, so the N series Ward, the little beast of the line. I really like this guy, and it seemed like it was popping. So let's find out now what it really does. I don't want to get too excited, but let's see what we got. 84.6. 82.3. You know, it felt like it was flying a lot harder than that of the pinpoint, but apparently it's around the same. 35, obviously that hit. All right, let me see here. 83.6. Let's do a few more. Not bad though for a little Jolt. Not bad. Okay. 82 even. 50. Ooh, that sounded awful. Yeah, that got a little pop and the FPS drop. The one thing I've noticed so far is that with the Smart AR, there hasn't been too much of a drop. Usually we get that big drop. 80 even, we get that big drop on the second barrel. That hasn't been happening with this little guy. 81, so the drop off on the Smart AR seems to be much, much more non-existent than it is on the other blasters. Usually once we start going down the Smart AR, when you start going down on the darts, they the FPS just keeps dropping and dropping. You don't go down on your darts unless they're nice to you. All right, guys, let's get a little accuracy out of it now and go from there. Stick with me. Okay, guys, well, there's no reason to take this guy outside, so we're going to do testing a little bit different. This is a little kind of Jolt-esque pistol, so we are going to do 20 feet. I am at my max in my workshop here. I am about, to be honest, about 18 feet away. So this is from 18 feet. We'll see how accurate we can get. I'll be going for dead center of the dart catch, and we'll just get an idea of how this baby performs. Ooh, it's actually shooting hot. High. Wow. All right, so darts are coming out high. They're actually rising out of the blaster. Now I am a little curious to see it outside. Every once in a while, though, that bottom barrel, and you can hear it when it happens, does a little... It just kind of pops weird. And I figured out why. So every once in a while, when you fire the first dart, well, you saw that one, that thing curved to the right. If that was outside, the thing would have took a hard right turn. Every once in a while, when you fire the first dart, it loosens, the second dart comes out a little bit. So when you hear that, that was dead straight down the middle. So when you hear that little pop, that just means the dart wasn't seated all the way in. But overall, not bad. Good little sidearm. This would be a nice little blaster to have on your person as a backup. Not bad at all. All right, let's go to the conclusion. Okay, guys, so the Nerf N-Series Ward. Ooh, yeah, this thing is nice. This is my favorite of the bunch so far. I do like this blaster. Now, it is not the smallest because I do have smaller ones that came in a different set that we were going to get into next. But this is a $5 entry level into the N-Series. You only get 2 darts with it, but it's, again, only $5. And this little thing hits. You see? You got to watch. That second dart, every once in a while, comes loose when you fire the first. But other than that, I've had no issues with it. So, yeah, sometimes... Yeah, you can actually hear it. I got to click it back in to press the lockdown. But that's the only thing. So just make sure that second dart is seated correctly. It's comfortable, even though it's small. It's got a weird grip. It actually tapers off towards the bottom. So the grip kind of comes down a little bit, but I like it. I like this little thing. And again, it's only $5. You know, most blasters, I tell you, if it's $5, you can't beat $5. So if you want to know what N-Series is all about, this is your way in to dip your toe in, you know, before you dive. So you can get a feel for it to see if it's something that you're interested in before you dive into the pool. And that's what I would recommend if you're not sure, if you're on the fence about N-Series. The Ward is your entry-level buddy. So that's what I got to say about it. You know, this doesn't need to be a long video, but I do like it. This one, I like. The kids are going to have a blast with it. It doesn't get much more simpler than a front load pull and fire. So for the kids, great. For us, this appears to be a pretty big plunger tube, and I haven't taken this one apart yet. But I am curious to see what this thing's got inside because, yeah, it looks like it's got a pretty decent plunger tube, and I can see some air restrictors in it. So this thing might be able to be upgraded just a little bit, you know, and that would be pretty cool. Getting this thing firing around 100 FPS or a little bit more, that'd be great. But we will see about that in a future video. I'll get this baby apart, see what I can do with it, and go from there. But that's the Ward in a nutshell, guys. Good little blaster, $5 entry level into this N-Series world, and get your first taste of the N-Dart. Just don't lose any because you get 2 of them. So when you're playing, play responsibly, don't lose your darts. And that's the one thing I hate, is I hate actually having to care where my darts go now, because if I lose a dart, then I got to go buy more. But I digress. That's all I got for you today, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.